Hello everyone, it's Yuki Marvel and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be giving my opinions on the units of Ensemble stars. All of them, by the way. This, however, excludes any unit that's not in the registry. So that would be the ones with the teachers and ma'am, since ma'am got discontinued. Poor Madara, by the way. I also want you to know this opinion is purely personal bias. The events in the anime made how many years ago? 9 years ago, approximately, does influence my opinion, because I did watch that. And music also will influence it a little bit. Not too much though, but I do, they're idols, they perform music. It's gonna influence something. Alright, we're gonna go in order of how the game has them organized, so we're doing all of the Star Pro units first. I really don't like Fine, except for Hibiki, or Watsuru, whatever name you call him. He's acceptable. He is someone I would want to be friends with, because he just seems fun. Everyone else, not my thing. Especially Eiichi and Tori. Absolutely not. Tori's a brat, and Eiichi is just the character I despise. Mainly because of the anime and the shit he did there, but I just don't like him in general. Yuzuru, I'm indifferent. He's okay, he's I don't know, the type most people would simp for. I get why he's popular, just not for me. But their music, I don't like their theme. Some of their instrumentals are good, but I don't like their theme. Their voices are fine, their singing voices. They're all good singers, their music is not for me. I wish Wataru had joined a different unit, but that's not happening, so oh well for me. I would say my favorite song is obviously going to be Tempest Night. I feel like that's pretty obvious as to why, because the lead of that song is the only character I like in this unit. So I feel like that's pretty obvious as to why I like that song. But yeah, Fine is one of my least favorite units in this game. Sorry to you Fine stans, but not my problem. Trickstar, I'm basically indifferent. I don't like their music, it just feels so the stereotype of idol in a nutshell is Trickstar. Makoto's voice gets on my nerves. The other three are fine, but for some reason Makoto's just does not resonate with me at all. And in terms of them as characters, again, indifferent. I can see why they're charming to some people, but again, not my cup of tea, I guess. But did you know that Subaru's whole name is literally the name of the game in English, Ensemble Stars? They literally called him the name of the game. His name literally translates to Ensemble Stars. He was designed to be the poster boy and nothing else. Yeah, so again, if I had to pick a favorite song for Trickstar, I guess Infinite Star. I mainly like the piano. I don't know why, but sometimes in songs I really like listening to the pianos. It's nice. But yeah, they're pretty mid for me. For me. If you guys like Trickstar, cool. Whatever. I love Ryusetai. Maybe not for their music, but they're a great cast of people. I like Kanata especially. He's just so goofy, and I also relate to his love for the ocean and being in the water. I'm not as obsessed with it as he is, for sure, but I do understand it to a certain degree. And also I just feel like it's easier to see the growth in these characters, especially Tedera and Chiaki. Leaders, they obviously get more spotlight, so they're obviously gonna get the bigger chance to shine, but their growth is very evident. This unit is awesome. I do love some of their songs too. they're pretty fun to listen to, even though I'm not a huge fan of like hero shows like that, like the ones they perform, but that happens, I guess. They're still pretty cool though. I like them. If I had to pick a favorite song, it would definitely be Supernova Revolustar. I really like that one. I just don't know why I got like obsessed with it after a while. But yeah. Love for you, Ryusetai. Alkaloid, I love them. Except for Mayoi, he creeps me out a little bit, but I kind of like him too. But I prefer Ira and Hiro. They're my preferred ones out of everyone in that unit. But their music is awesome. Except for that one emo song they had, Subura Tormentorium? Something like that. I don't really remember the name. That's how you know I didn't like that song. But yeah, I really love their music. I will admit, Mayoi's vocals are better than I thought. They're way better than I thought. He got his chance to shine in a song that's not even on EN yet, but I discovered it on YouTube one day, and I was like, sure, I'll give it a try. Best decision ever. Because it's my favorite song too right now, and I'll definitely let you guys know what it is when I'm done rambling. But yeah, the one issue I have with Alkaloid is just Tatsumi's over religiousness and Mayoi's over the top self-deprecation, which he's working on, but still. I'm not a religious person, which is also my issue with Flying. A lot of their songs had like religious and angelic themes, and that just, no. Like, you can have your beliefs, just don't shove it down my throat, please. But, okay. My favorite song from these guys, definitely Believe 4 Leaves. I love it. Absolutely fire. I would recommend it to you. I showed it to my friend once and it made their day. So I definitely recommend Believe 4 Leaves if you are going to listen to Alkaloid. I wouldn't make it your first song you listen to, because then the standard is just too high, but it's definitely one if you're like a super fan on the EN server that doesn't know the song exists yet. Check that song out. And that's all of Star Pro, so we're going to move on to Cosmic now. Eden! I have mixed feelings about Eden. Especially Ibarra. Ibarra gets a bit different for me. Like, there was what happened with Bogey Time, and then there's everything else he's done in the game ever. He's literally he's like almost as worse. He is worse or about the same type of toxic as Aichi. He's just more forward about it. He already gets on my nerves for a different reason. It's just too much, too much of him. Their music, though, is actually pretty good. I do like their songs. In terms of Ron and June, I'm not super gung-ho. I get why they're popular, and I don't hate them, like Ibarra and Aichi, but definitely not on my, favorites, for sure. If I had to give them a favorite song, if I had to say I had a favorite song for their unit, it would probably be the Conquest one from Hiyori's event. That one's pretty good. I like that one. I always enjoy playing the beat map because I'm bopping to it. Valkyrie. I have an infinite love for Valkyrie. I am predetermined to get all of Mika's 5-star cards, or as many as I can get my broke hands on. I also really like Shu. He has a lot to grow on, but he acknowledged it, at least in the Antiques Fair event anyway. But like, their music, I don't have a song I don't love. I love all of their songs. I do have a favorite, but that also switches between like every now and then. So it's because all of their music is fire. The characters are great. Like, they both have stuff to improve on. They know it. They're working on it. And their songs are just absolutely amazing. I cannot get over their music. Every single one of them is a freaking banger. I haven't had one I hated yet. So there's that. For favorite song right now, it's Eternal Weaving. I don't know why, I just love it. But usually it's Memoir Antiques, or if those words are switched. Either way, they're both on EN. I love them. I want more from them. I know they just had an event, but I want another one. Can we get another Valkyrie event, please? I love them. Twink! This was the unit I actually first picked for the gacha. You know how they give you free pulls that's centered around a unit? I picked Twink. Why? Because I'm a twin. I bet most of y'all didn't know that, huh? We don't look alike, but we're twins. And twin representation is oddly very hard to find. Or when they do, it's like stereotypical. But I like them. They're awesome. I like their music sometimes too. As characters, sometimes even I can't tell them apart. I need them to be wearing their assigned colors. Like, please wear your assigned colors. But yeah. I like how, like, even though they look the same, they're very different in terms of personality. Like, Yuta's more of the calm one, and Hinata's more of the energized one. But I don't know who's actually older, because there's no way there's no time difference. Like, for me and my twin, it's 2 minutes. Like, it's a very small window. There's got to be a small window in there. Like, who's older? I genuinely don't know. Because they switch around the title of Big Bro every time. So I genuinely don't know. But I like their music a lot. So who cares? Favorite song? I would say Play Tag or like their introduction one. One of those two. I can't really pick. Even though I'm kind of more leaning towards Play Tag. Sometimes I prefer slow beats to the fast ones, and their voices are just great for that song. I love it. Love to wink. Crazy Bee. Fuck, man. I love their music. Them as characters? That varies. But I love their music, and I love the bee motif and how they incorporated that. You would never think an idol group would be bee motif, much less it be adult type music rather than, like, I don't know, childish or something. More like rabbits. Kohaku throws me for a loop. Was not expecting the assassin background, which is more played on in Double Face. But yeah. Rene, he's literally a wild card for me. I can hate him and I can just love him. There's like never a moment where I'm in between, but I'm always wondering which one it actually is. Because there are moments where I want to wrangle his neck and other moments where I want to give him a pat on the back. So there's that. Does anyone know why Himaru refers himself into the third person? I'm probably just not paying attention, but I genuinely don't understand it. Like, I don't mind. Usually any character with blue hair I'm more lenient with because blue is my favorite color. But I'm confused, you know? I'm just confused. His character also just seems very pessimistic all the time, angry for me. And that's not my vibe. Sorry. I love Nikki though. He doesn't even want to be there, which is kind of sad, but he's adorable. He loves food. I love food. Not as much as him, but I like food. So I get where that's coming from. Favorite song. That's tough. I'd have to say, what is it? It was Nikki's first event song. No, that was the name of the event. It's either, I'm looking up the name now. It's either that or Be the Party Bee. I love Be the Party Bee. And that one's probably more there for me because I actually remembered the name. But it's either that or Honeycomb Summer. Fuck, that was it. Honeycomb Summer. I love Crazy Bee's music, their characters, in between. But yeah, they're pretty chill. Well, I guess their motif is anything but chill, but you get the idea. That's all of the Cos-Pro units. Now we're gonna move out to Rhythm Link, and we're almost through the whole list, actually. Damn, okay. Undead. I actually really like their music, and I like their characters. Karu, except for Karu. I don't like Karu. I'm probably saying his name wrong with my white ass accent, but he just, like, he went in the anime, if you watched it, he's like hitting on every girl in sight. There are very few scenes where he wasn't with some NPC woman. And then in the game, it's a total 180, and this is like maybe less than a year after the events of the anime, by the way. It does a total 180, and he's suddenly all focused on one girl, and he just lost all of his flirting capabilities that he had. Like, what? What happened there? I'm not mad he stopped being such a, I don't know, playboy, but what is one sudden 180? What can you explain, please? So that threw me for a loop. Rain, I used to not like him because he was very similar to Ichi and Yubara, sort of the masterminds sort of thing, which I did not sync well with, but unlike the other two, he's actually shown compassion for people outside of his unit in a not indirect way. So there's that. It's just he feels a little bit more nicer than Yubara and Eiichi, and that's something I can stand by. Adonis is just so sweet. He doesn't know much, but he's doing his best, and I love him. We both understand the love for meat in terms of food. I love me some good, like, fish or chicken, or even steak. I love it. And Koga, yeah, he's loud, but he's also a dog person, and I don't mean a literal half dog, half human person, unlike some furry artists would depict him as. I mean, like, dogs can, like, tackle him and hug him, and that even happened in the anime in the Halloween episode, actually. I thought that was cute. So yeah, I actually really, really like Undead. As for their music, I love their music, don't get me wrong. I also, similar issue to Valkyrie, I can't pick a favorite entirely. I do have ones I'm not a huge fan of. I guess for my answer, for my favorite, it's gonna have to be Valentine's Eve Nightmare. Just because Mafu Mafu helped compose it. I love Mafu Mafu. And so any song he composes will be great. Like that one was. So I'm gonna have to pick that one for now. I love rabbits. Love rabbits. Absolutely one of my favorite units alongside Valkyrie. I love them. It's just they're all so, like, imperfect yet good-hearted. And I was surprised to learn Nito was a part of Valkyrie, like the old Valkyrie. I didn't know that until I watched the anime. I was like, oh shit, really? I'm so glad he got out of there, though. That was, like, really toxic for him. But yeah, I really like Valkyrie. I like Mitsuru's just energy. He's so cute. He's like a little kid. It's adorable. And then Hajime, I genuinely thought he was the female character when someone told me there was one girl in this game besides the protagonist whose face you don't see unless you watch the anime. But they do refer to you as, like, big sis throughout the game and stuff, so you can figure it out. But yeah, I thought it was Hajime. No, it's someone else, and we're gonna get to them soon. But I genuinely thought they were the female character. Nope, it's not them. But I like them too, actually. Especially Bogey Time. The Bogey Time event really sold them for me. That's really what got me to like them. And it was great. I love rabbits. My favorite song for these guys, for the 4 members of Rabbits, I would say either Love It, or Fallen It's Wonderland. Is that what it's called? It's not on EN yet, that second one, so I'm not entirely sure of the title, but I discovered it on YouTube again and fell in love with it. Mitsuru is so talented. I'm so glad they didn't make him the voice actor for Eiichi, because that's who he was going for. I'm so glad they didn't do that. Thank you. Akatsuki, I like them. And Kato's a little bit on the edge for me, but yeah, they're pretty chill. Especially since their event is going on right now, I got to learn more about them, so that was nice. So interesting how Soma was the samurai. I was expecting that to be something like Kuro, but no, he's the delinquent. So they both have histories of violence. And then there's Kato, who literally lives in like a Buddha temple. So I think he's like a monk, except they didn't shave his head for some reason. And he was somehow allowed to become an idol. I don't know. But that was interesting to learn. If I had to give them a favorite song, ooh, and this one's tough, because I like most of their music. Like, their music is pretty good. Like, all of the units' musics are pretty good, but some of them have like a few bad ones here and there, but theirs isn't really like that. It's just some are just a bit better than others. I guess, oh crap, hold on, I don't remember the name. I guess my favorite, like, I can't really say all-time favorite, but I guess it would be, and this is a long-ass name, 1,000 Blossoms, The Night of Crimson Moon. And that's probably not it's probably shorter if you say it in Japanese, but yeah. That's definitely what my favorite song for them would be. Nights! Oh, right, we're in New Dai now, by the way. Nights, I don't really like their music. Like, it's okay. It's not really for me. Also, every time I see Tsukasa, I can't stop thinking of Riddle. And I'm not the only one who's made that comparison, nor the first. So, there is that. Izumi also just kind of gets on my nerves. He's not a person I'd want around. Definitely not. Leo too, for a different reason. He's that type of person that's a pain in the ass for everyone. He has good intentions, he just executes poorly. By the way, the one female character in the game is in this unit. Their name is Arashi. She's pretty sure transgender. Pretty sure they transitioned to female. I don't know if they did the full operation, nor does the game go into that, but they are female and they identify as such. And I wasn't sure if this was true, but I looked into it and I was like, oh, okay, this wasn't something the fandom shoved onto them. This works. I'll respect that. Because the fandom does that sometimes. And Ritsu, I like him really only because we're very similar in terms of our work ethic. I also just want to lay around and do nothing and find a dark spot and hopefully take a nap. I also like him because of the Meowsketeer card. Sorry, I can't speak right now. I actually have it at 75. I almost maxed it because this game was like, here, take it. It's yours. You know, several months after the banner happened. I just want him one more time. Can you make it happen? Crap, what's the name of the company that made this game? I don't know, but can you make it happen? Favorite song? I guess Silent Oath. I listen to that one from time to time. It's pretty good. Switch! I love Switch. Tsugumi, I'll be honest, because of Old Fine, and he was in it, and he was part of the reason the 5 Eccentrics got destroyed. Don't like him as much, but I forgive him, I guess? I don't know. Not really sure how I feel about him, to be completely honest. Natsume, I'm interested by his activities. They kind of weird me. He weirds me out sometimes, but like, not to the point I'm gonna dislike him. And then Sora's just adorable. I don't understand his color thing sometimes, but you know what? You do you, Sora. I'll support you. I'll support you from afar. Literally a different multiverse. I also really like their music. Some more than others. But yeah, I like it. Favorite song? It would have to be I Wish You a Happy Halloween. It's so cute. I love it. I'll listen to that in the middle of January. I'll listen to that in the summer. I'll listen to that on Christmas. I do not care. I love that song. It makes me so happy. That is my new jam to Halloween. It used to be Dream Eater by Mafu Mafu, but now it's this one. Or maybe I'll listen to both. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Last one of the day, Double Face. I don't know why they decided to let Kohaku not only in the registry for Double Face and Crazy Bee, but Madara doesn't get that treatment, and Mam is like non-existent anymore. It's like not in the idol room section, which is really, really weird. It's not even in the other section. It's just gone. It doesn't exist anymore, you guys. Mam was a mass hallucination. But yeah, Madara, I want them for Madara. I can't really get a full opinion of him until I know what happened in his past and why he's so violent. I get there's a need for mystery, but if you're gonna tell me that him and the producer were childhood friends, just force us to accept that and not elaborate any further, I'm not gonna fully accept it. I need more information than that. Also, if you're some freaky ass assassin like Kohaku anyway, how did you meet the producer? Like, what? As far as we're concerned, they're one of the most basic bitches on the earth, except for when they started this shit. So there's that. And I already said my cup of tea about Kohaku earlier. In terms of music, I'd say Stifling is my favorite song. It's just, I don't know. It suits their voices. I like I too, but I just prefer this one. There's not a lot of Double Face music yet, and I haven't had the time to go digging for it. Nor do I really want to. The unit doesn't catch me that much. I'm not that interested in Double Face. Sorry. I'm just not. It's a cool concept, but again, not my cup of tea. The both of them. So, there's that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm not gonna do the teachers. We have one song, okay? And they don't get enough elaboration to make an opinion. You can like them for their appearance, that's fine, but I'm not gonna do that with you. But yeah, I would say my least favorite unit is either Fine or Eden, mainly because of the anime. But they didn't get much glow up, quote unquote, of personality in the game. So, not much redemption there for me. My favorites would have to be Valkyrie and Rabbits. Love them to pieces. They're both great units. So yeah, that's it. What are your guys' favorite units? And what are your favorite songs? It doesn't matter if you're JP server or EN. Drop those names and I'll give them a listen. That would be nice, right? Alrighty guys, that's it. That's all I have for today. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!